Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're all the way over from the UK. We're based just outside of London. I'm going to hand it straight over to these fine young singer-songwriters, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
I stand with hundreds and many more, but I won't back down. I'll start a fight. I'll live in my now till there is no light, and I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. We'll own the night. We'll own the night. We'll own the night. We'll own the night. And I won't back down. I'll start a fight. I'll live in my now till there is no light. And I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night. I'll laugh, I won't cry, I'll own the night.
I wish I could tell you exactly why music started here. It was like this river city that grew up, and it was a hub for the Civil War in the United States, and a lot of it being on the river meant a lot of music just sort of traveled through, and they had places for people to stop, there was entertainment and whatnot, but somewhere along the way, music really started to take hold.
In Nashville, it's, man, almost our lifeblood.
They're both music centers of the world. I mean, they have been for 60 years.
60 plus
you know,
years,
I mean, when you talk about the United States, like what are the music centers? And it's New York, LA, and Nashville. Which is very strange, but this is the songwriting capital of the United States.
Yeah. Well, people come here. People come here to hear it and get that feeling. And you know, people sometimes they only get like one shot to come to Memphis, one weekend.
I don't think the people here are any different than the people anywhere else in the country or anywhere else in the world. I think that just colonies and communities find themselves coming together. I don't know. Maybe it's like finding a church to go to, like, or something. I'm not trying to get religious, but when people share a common interest, they tend to flock together in order to realize that interest, or to manifest that interest into something tangible to the people that aren't able to do that. So I think it's only natural for there to become sort of hubs where that happens.
People know Nashville for country music, but really musicians come here from everywhere, and it's all kinds of music, and it's a melting pot. And
they're like cities, they're like centers for soul music, for music period. And I think that's why people come here. It's because there are a lot of people who have become successful out of just moving to Nashville.
Basically, all roads lead back to Nashville and Memphis for a lot of popular music that we hear nowadays. And all of our artists would be influenced in different degrees from artists and music that came out of Nashville and Memphis. The byline for the trip was perform, record, experience. To take a bunch of talented student musicians on the road through Tennessee as professional musicians. That was the key. 21 students from Wellington College, of varying ages between 15 and 18, all of the highest caliber. They're inspiring, interesting, creative musicians. And that was very important, to have that rapport with the artists, that we're all a team, we're all equal, and we're all going out there to experience life, performing, recording, and learning the history of music and the music that has come out of there.
Don't look at the camera.
I'm feeling very full. I just had a Chicago pan pizza and some chicken nuggets, but I'm feeling sexy and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
Are you ready for Nashville?
Yeah, we are.
Ready and pumped. Tennessee, here we come. Respect.
How are you feeling about being in Nashville?
Really great. Really tired. Been up for about 6 hours. It's 10. I've been up for like 15 hours already, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Not tired, anxious, nervous.
It's really sweaty, but also elated, to say the least.
Music City, USA. Music has always been a common thread connecting the life and soul of Nashville and its people. As soon as you hit Broadway, downtown Nashville, you can feel music. You can certainly hear it. Each of the cafes, honky-tonks, bars, venues, the Ryman Auditorium, which is just a stone's throw away. The history here has always been about great songs. There's a real appreciation and respect for music and great songwriting.
My name's Carly Pierce, and I'm a singer-songwriter in Nashville. I've been in Nashville about 5 years. I was always involved in music. That's always been my passion. I wanted to go into music full-time, that being on stage every night and singing songs and getting to interact with people and music lovers was where I wanted to be. And so when I was 18, I moved to Nashville, and have just kind of been working ever since and honing my songwriting and my artistry and making sure that I know what I want to say and honing in on my live show and all those types of things, which I think for aspiring singer-songwriters, that is what you have to figure out in order to have an identity.
When you've got a muse.
Hi, I'm Coco.
And I'm Will. We're both 15.
And we're singer-songwriters.
Well, like, we've been songwriting together for probably, what do you reckon, a couple of months?
Yeah, a few months.
A few months, and then...
Yeah. Then individually for about 2 years.
Yeah, probably a year before that. It's probably something we just enjoy, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's quite cool to kind of make your own sound, like make your own music.
Get it out there.
It's quite satisfying. Yeah.
And it's also, it's far nicer to perform your own stuff as well, I think, than to just keep churning out covers.
So these guys, they were the youngest two on our trip, 15 years old, and their music and the songs and the way that they perform is completely timeless, as well beyond their age. Coco has an amazing voice, and Will's talent on guitar, an instrument that I don't think he'll mind me mentioning, that he's really only kind of focused on over the last year. He's come on leaps and bounds, and what they do when they're covering a song, completely make it their own. And their songwriting, their stories are great, and the way they integrate it with their music is quite special.
Get to make eye contact and so
Hi again. For our next song, we'd like to welcome Carly back to the stage to perform with us a very well-known song around here, so hope you like it.
flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I could easily understand how you could easily tame my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you, my happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can.
This is a really cool place. They have Jack Daniels bottles for water.
Is that what you like in the venue?
That's why I like the venue.
There's a lot of hype at the moment. The hype is big.
Practicing's going on. Sound checking soon.
It's cool. I like it. It's quite big. And it's bigger than I expected it to be.
I'm excited, quite nervous. Yeah, should be good though.
Never be a long road to the emptiness. Just give it time, let it try and take over your mind, 'cause it looks like our city at night when you see through these kind of eyes. So I come on down that road,
So the listening room started in Franklin, Tennessee, which is about 30 minutes away from downtown Nashville. Originally started as this very small, kind of a hole-in-the-wall place, a couple hundred square feet, and it was there just to give songwriters another outlet to go out and perform.
Mama was a taste of hillbilly honey. Daddy was a sip from a mason jar. So I grew up like a wine.
I would say for young artists and young songwriters to just always stay true to yourself and sing things that you want to say and what you're feeling and be honest. And I think some of the best songs that I've ever written are just when I don't have a game plan and I just write from my heart. I think that's the most important thing, and you know, it's always evolving and you just got to keep staying true to you.
It was exciting. First real gig in Nashville. And it went really well.
Waiting way too long, and baby, I am running.
Good night, great evening. Good first day, actually. I think we can all agree on that.
I thought it was lovely. I thought it was really good. I thought they were going to start a mosh pit. They were very excited. It was a good day, a good evening.
Simply breathtaking. The fact that we've come all this way, we're jet lagged, road worn, we can still pull it out the way we just did. It makes a man cry.
Tell me, what did I do to deserve this? What you gonna get now? Well, you earned it. You've only got yourself to blame.
Okay, so we just watched the gig at the listening room. We've been in Nashville, this is our last night. Been to a lot of venues, seen a lot of gigs, and by far that was one of our favourites. You guys are amazing, you're talented beyond I could even imagine, and we wish you the best of luck.
And I felt like I was part of their beginning experience and seeing a star born, you know, you just never know.
I call you cheating, now you want me.
These guys just absolutely nailed this gig here in Nashville.
Yeah, we did.
Not only these guys, everyone that you've just seen or will have heard on this, right? I couldn't have been. This is exactly what we should be doing and exactly how it should have happened. And the comments from the audience that we had and everyone. I think you guys enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, right.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, very enjoyable. Good job, a lot of you. Seriously. Let's keep that level of intensity up. We're in the studio tomorrow. Studio A, right? This is ridiculous.
Be there or be square.
RCA Historic Library.
Hey! It comes with 4B.
She's lost in the water, fell in head first again. She screams for her father, but he can't hear the words she said. They rushed out to help her, all the town were afloat, but the darkness crept over, and they couldn't find the boat. And the wind howled on, and the people, they wept in mourn. 'Cause darkness waits for no man, and the sea, it rules us all.
Hi, I'm Connor.
And I'm Lily.
We're a singer-songwriter duo. I play guitar and she sings.
I sing.
I've been writing songs for maybe 3 years, just by myself. And then we've been playing together for 4 years.
Yeah.
These two have an understated professionalism. They've got a great sense of humour, and when they're on stage, there's a sort of electricity between them, and the way that they complement each other, they really are stunning to watch. You can't take your eyes off of their performances.
And the wind howled on, and the people, they wept in mourn. 'Cause darkness waits for no man, and the sea, it rules us all. Rain fell for days, but the memories were kept in their place. Don't cry for them, just remember what your mama said. And the wind howled on, and the people, they wept in mourn. 'Cause darkness waits for no man, sea, it rules us all. And the wind howled on, and the people, they wept in morn. 'Cause darkness waits for no man, and the sea, it rules us all.
We are at Third Man Records, which is Jack White's studio. It's pretty small, but it's absolutely full. But there's records everywhere, there's awesome t-shirts, awesome recording booth right there, very old-fashioned. And I think some people are going to be recording here in just a little while.
We're about to record Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, because my mum asked for it. I'm feeling a bit more intense in here. Me and Aaron are both kind of touching the ceiling while doing it, but it should be actually quite a cool experience.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my...
And how's that feel getting recording in there, only one in the world?
Very cramped.
That's amazing.
Silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street.
It's fantastic. This is Aaron and Milo's version for the Kickstarter of The Sound of Silence.
That's good.
That was really good.
It's the only operational one of those in the world, so...
I spent the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one's here to disturb the sound of silence.
I started songwriting probably like through, I don't know, at the beginning of Wellington, kind of midway of the first year, because I realised that singing wasn't enough. Like in the industry nowadays, it's just not enough to kind of be successful. So Ben really helped me with songwriting, and that's when I kind of got into it.
She's got a really soulful influence in her songwriting and her performance style, with aspects of jazz and blues and hip hop. She's been a performer, a singer. I think she was interested in dance when she was young as well, and taking influence from these different places and inspiration from the different sounds that she's heard through her life.
I think it's real life experiences, so kind of stuff that's personal to me, whether it be like family issues or kind of, I don't know, like guys, or it's just stuff that, you know, I get angry about or that really kind of affect me, and I want to put it in song and kind of express it. It's my way of expressing myself, which is such a cliche thing to say, but it's true. You can be a good singer and you can write, then people want to listen to you more, that you earn more respect. You're no longer just a singer, you're now a musician, and that's what I want to be. I want to be a musician that people respect, and that's what pushed me into it, and I'm so glad that I do it now, because songwriting is just the best way to kind of express yourself and kind of let go.
Hi, yeah, so my name's Grace, this is Dan, and the first song that we're going to play is called Giving Up, and it's about growing up without a parent.
Do you know who he is? Was he then what he is now? Does he ever feel guilty, empty? I've spent my life trying to find out. They say one day he'll come around. Till then just try to make him proud. What's the point of sending pictures, messages, letters, when I always feel like I've got to be better? Have you ever seen a little girl cry, waiting for someone to ask her why? What if that kid was your own? Would you leave her crying there all alone? You were too cowardly to witness my tears, and I've been hoping for 18 years. Maybe you're a better man, maybe you'll change. All you ever do is stay the same. So don't cry for me, 'cause I have given up. Don't lose any sleep. I have given up and I will be fine. I don't need your love and I'm used to never being good enough. Don't cry for me, 'cause I have given up. Don't lose any sleep. I have given up and I will be fine. I don't need your love and I'm used to never being good enough. Daddy, do you ever feel ashamed that your kids don't even know my name? Tell me, does your wife know too? Do they know the only side that I know of you when it comes inside? But that you'll never know about this disappointment deep down that I will never show. I am the lost one, you haven't not one. No, 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 no. Don't cry for me, 'cause I have given up. Don't lose any sleep. I have given up and I will be fine. I don't need your love and I'm used to never being good enough. Don't cry for me, 'cause I have given up. Don't lose any sleep. I have given up and I will be fine. I don't need your love and I'm used to never being good enough. Don't cry for me. I have given up. Don't lose any sleep. I have given up and I will be fine. I don't need your love and I'm used to never being good enough. Don't cry for me, 'cause I have given up. Don't lose any sleep. I have given up and I will be fine. I don't need your love and I'm used to never being good enough.
We went to Warner Chapel, which is a musical production company. I don't know, it was amazing. We just saw how like music can be used like in lots of like TV and film and advertisement, and it was so interesting. And we got to see like all of the different genres of music that they use, and there's like such a wide range. Like they had like drum and bass, and then they had orchestral music and folk and salsa.
Warner Chapel is the third largest music publisher in the world. It started in London on Bond Street. There was a piano maker 200 years ago who started selling sheet music with their pianos, and there was no copyright law to protect that sheet music. So they kind of worked with the government at the time and created copyright law to cover the sheet music they were creating. And it's 200 years later, they are one of the largest music publishers in the world. So if you've heard of Katy Perry or Bruno Mars or Led Zeppelin, then that's music that is owned by Warner Chapel, the songs. We're going to talk about the difference between what a song and the recording of a song. Those are two different things.
Visiting Warner Chapel Production Music in Nashville on Music Row was a great insight into the workings of daily life in the music industry in Nashville.
Through sadness and then through fault, because you know that any man worth his soul would never have wanted us to default. You know you should always hold. I did not mean you any harm. when I said that they had won.
I've been writing songs now for 3 years. I started in August 2011, and since then, yeah, I originally started writing on ukulele, and now I write on piano.
His songwriting has really come along leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. What a really nice guy as well, and that shows on stage in his performance, in the way that he talks to his audience.
When I'm practicing my songs, it's very calm. It allows me to like relax, to calm down, and I just really enjoy performing.
And so by soul they set you free, and one by one you see the truth. Dirty, oppressed, you're out of luck, left to clean up all of this muck. Now on the streets you see them run, just as they thought they were having fun. Bruised and battered we lie on the ground, people dying all around. And soul by soul they set you free, and one by one you see the truth. Dirty, oppressed, you're out of luck, left to clean up all of this muck. And soul by soul they set you free, and one by one you see the truth. Dirty, oppressed, you're out of luck, left to clean up all of this muck.
We're at the Two Old Hippies now, and we're about to do a gig. This is a store, they sell a whole bunch of stuff. They sell guitars, hats, jeans, CDs, loads of stuff. So we're about to do a gig, pretty excited. There's quite a few people around browsing, so we're gonna hopefully place them, give them a good time.
It was a good stage, like it was not something you normally do, just like rock up in a shop and perform.
As soon as I walked in, I saw this dress that I absolutely loved. It was incredible, white and black cut-out bodycon, and I was just like, I am in love. So then later, after I performed, I went to go look at the price tag, and it was $400, and I swear I might cry myself to sleep tonight.
This one is new. It's got a synthetic touch. Wonder, would you admit to me at least that
it was a wonderful opportunity to see what musical influences there are over in the UK, and then to see such talented folks coming over here. And the songwriting was just a wee bit different than what we normally hear in Nashville, and it was a great time. Very talented.
New Orient.
Ellie Bamber and Charlie Shortland. They got together as a duo basically to perform on this trip. They've known each other for quite some time. Ellie has her own band with a friend of hers from outside of Wellington as well, called Annoy the Boy.
Individually, I've been writing songs since I was like 9, 10-ish. But me and Charlie like started writing songs together about 2 months ago, I think.
I've never really done that much recording. It's been mostly, it's something which I enjoy playing. So I play mostly in my room, or like occasionally it'll be like just myself, or occasionally it'll be like with like my brother or my dad, but it's not normally something which I show other people. So it's been really great to sort of get out there.
They are really interesting to watch on stage. Ellie's got great performance technique and she's got a good image for the music that she's trying to get across. And Charlie, he's a dark horse actually. Great guitarist, really knows how to accompany a vocalist.
When you hear someone else's music, you just automatically want to make some of your own music, and at the same time, I use it as a form of self-expression, so I feel that I can get things that no one else talks about with me, or I don't talk to anyone else about, out into my songs, and I feel that through the melody it kind of, I don't know, something clicks, and just writing songs is just a way of kind of escaping, I think.
Isn't it hard when you wanna feel? Isn't it hard when you want to? Isn't it hard when you can't say no? Isn't it hard when you have to? I don't understand. Heart in hand, fist in chest, and life is bland. Isn't it hard when you wanna feel? Isn't it hard when you want to? 'Cause all the time, long nights, long fights, stumbling streets, then I meet, oh I meet the heat. All the time, long nights, long fights, stumbling streets, then I meet, oh I meet the heat. Isn't it hard when you wanna feel? Isn't it hard when you want to? I don't understand. Heart in hand, fist in chest, and life is bland. Isn't it hard when you wanna feel? Isn't it hard when you want to? All the time, long nights, long fights, stumbling streets, then I meet, oh I meet, oh the heat. All the time, long nights, long fights, stumbling streets, then I meet, oh I meet the heat. Tell me something they don't, something they don't tell me. 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 Something they don't, something they don't
This studio, the history here is ridiculous. It was built by Chet Atkins way back. You know what? I'm not going to give you any facts because I'll get them wrong. I'll leave it to Sorrel and our engineers and whatnot. But I can give you my perspective when I first stepped in here back in December. When I came out, did all the stuff, and I walked in those doors just behind me and come into this amazing room, looking at all the gear. The acoustic in here is amazing. The equipment. We're standing in a little chill-out area with record player, vinyl collection behind you, in the middle of a live room of an amazing studio. It's kind of words cannot describe. So this experience that these guys are going to have today, recording in here, it's going to change their lives. They'll, you know, they might never get a chance to do something in such a high-class studio ever again. And for my money, I'd rather be here than anywhere else to record. So, so let's do this. Let's see what happens.
Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, take a look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think of two. Love lost, such a cost. Give me things that won't get tossed, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling on to you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Oh, one look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Lullabies, look in your eyes.
It was emotional, playing in somewhere with like the prestigious nature, how historic it was.
I'm speechless about what to say about the studio because it's just incredible. The recording there was incredible.
This is Ben Folds' studio, and he's had this studio for about 12 years now. First used his personal space, and now commercially accessible. Working in this space every day is like more than I really ever could have dreamed for. Like I was just saying out there, I could be sitting in a cubicle. I could be in a kitchen somewhere, like making people food, and I'm not. I get to come in here and make records in this space where one of the ways that I like to describe this room is it's not a place to do sessions, because we do a lot of sessions in Nashville. We do a lot of one day here, one day there, but this studio in particular is a place to come and make records. It's a place where you come in, you immediately feel at home. It's not sterile, it's not pretentious, it's not uptight. You feel at home and the walls speak to you, and you sit down, and a band can all sit down in a room in a circle and make music and make a record as if they're sitting around in their living room. This space has really been influential in music history in general, not just Nashville music history, but music history. And regardless of whether you listen to anything that was recorded in this room from day one, because I didn't grow up listening to country music, I didn't know anything about it, the records that have been made in this room and other rooms like it that no longer exist influenced us in some way to do what we do and to become who we've become as people who make music.
This studio is up there with Abbey Road and Capitol. In fact, if I had to say, name 3 classic studios, that would be the 3. Aside from the history of it, there aren't many studios that sound this good in the world. I mean, it's just an amazing, it's an amazing tool, it's an instrument itself.
The experience of recording at the amazing Grand Victor Sound Studios has become somewhat bittersweet since we were there back in July. The building housing the studio has recently been sold to a developer who is planning to demolish and build apartments on the site. The Songwriters sincerely hope that this historic, irreplaceable Music City landmark, with so much musical history having been recorded within these walls, will not face the wrecking ball.
Yeah, and then the instruments there. Oh, have you seen the number of pianos in there? I got to play on 2 of them.
Yeah, they had a couple of like vintage Gibson guitars. They were pretty. Got to play one of those. Pretty cool. Tick that off on my list of guitars to play. It's such a massive studio as well to record in.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it was really cool playing where loads of famous musicians have already played before in the past. It was really a good feeling.
People don't move to Nashville to make music in Condo City. They move to Nashville to make music in Music City. And it's okay to live in a condo and make music in Music City, but it's not, it can't become the place where music used to be made. Just because we all know you can make music on your laptop, you can make music in your apartment. I make records on my laptop, but I also know where I came from and know what came before me.
Got round to the evening about 6 o'clock, 6:15. Moved into the Sunday roast, the funk session.
We have been writing music together for about 2 years now. It started off with me and Billy Dovey jamming for a jazz band, and then we decided we needed guitarists, obviously. So Dan came in, and then Lockie came in, and then unfortunately at the end of the year, Billy Dovey had to leave because he was leaving school, and we brought in the beautiful Andrew on bass.
That's me.
Ben is a big part of the Sunday roast. Obviously,
He's the glue.
He should be here right now, sitting on this wall.
He helps us break it down, and by breaking it down in funk, you know, that's how you build it up.
Essentially, we started doing James Brown, JB's instrumental covers, just learning about funk and soul.
We play funk and a little bit of soul.
A little bit psychedelic occasionally as well.
Yeah. We like to mix it up a little bit, although we tend to stick to sort of roots funk, you know, heavily inspired by Meters, James Brown kind of stuff.
It's great because we're always the sort of the climax of the show, if that makes sense. We're quite a big sound, quite a big electronic sound.
It's just always been about having a great groove on stage, making some noise, essentially, and letting the inner funk out.
Going for about hour and a half, 2 hours.
There was one song which we finished, which felt like, what, 2 minutes. And then we got a little sort of voice come over the tannoy from the booth. She said that was 6 seconds short of 10 minutes.
Basically, we stopped. We got some pizzas in, and it was, you know, great for dinner. And I invited some friends of mine down, Robert and Nick and Dave. They're based in Nashville. Amazing soul and funk singer and band from Robert and the Half Truths.
Robert listened to our stuff. I think he liked it, and he said he'd come down and have a little jam with us.
And it's exactly the sort of thing that the Sunday roast has been influenced by and inspired by.
That was the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's one of the most incredible experiences, full stop, I think I've ever had.
And I think he was one of the best guys that
I've ever met.
Yeah.
Such an incredible voice, such an incredible musician.
Inspirational guy.
I think all our souls came out of our body and conjoined into a ball in the middle of the room, and we just made funky goodness.
And that ball is called funk.
I mean,
when Ben showed us your song, like the band, we were all just like, ooh. It's
Really?
such a heavy jam.
Really?
Such a heavy jam.
Wow, man, that's so crazy. Are you serious?
Yeah, man, obvious.
I know, but I don't know how to take that. Still, I mean, I've been doing this for like, what, 13 years now? And I don't know how to take it. I still don't know how to, respond to, man,
So being able to have these guys turn up to the studio and hang out and jam and tell their stories was something that you just, it's a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity.
And listening to our stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then the thought of us to come, when you came over here to record this, the thought of us to ask us to come is like really nothing short of amazing, man. Thank you so much. This is like an inspiring moment for me.
He knows how to party. And he's
With
one
a
of
huge voice.
He's one of the most positive people I've ever met. His speech, he gave us a speech afterwards while we were all still kind of buzzing from the musical experience. And that is the best speech I've ever heard.
He's got a good story. I've never been so inspired to stick with music and to be an artist and try and create music as I have after that session in the studio with Robert. And
that's the most I've ever seen someone speak from the heart.
He talked to us about his story and about, he used to live in his car and, he had nowhere to stay, didn't have any money for food, to live in pizzas on the side, and he's just come up and just, it's really inspiring.
It's a funky place, but it needs to be unleashed. And that's why you have people like Ben, Robert, the Sunday Roast. We're just here to release the funk.
Funk is everywhere.
We're just a funky medium,
Christian's the vegetables. I'm the potatoes.
No, I'm the beef, man.
Oh man. You're the beef?
I'm the beef, Sven's the potatoes.
Maybe he should be the gravy.
Dan's asparagus.
I'm the Yorkshire pudding.
You're the Yorkshire pudding. And Lockie's too cool for this. Gravy, our audience. That's why we always want extra gravy. Right, here we go.
Nation, I gotta speak my mind about the votes, reading things they call it giving a speech, oration. I can't move a nation. Tell us for real, whatever you feel, whatever is your persuasion. Here we go now. A speech, a speech. Come on, brother, give us a speech. A speech, a speech. Come on, sister, give us a speech.
Topics, long while. Just tell the people whatever is on your mind, and we'll thank you for speaking the truth. But when we get in the booth, then decide we just might vote for you. Here we go now. Hey, a speech, a speech. Come on, brother, give us a speech. A speech, a speech. Come on, sister, give us a speech. Hey, come on. Take it down right here, give me that mouth. Yeah. It's easy, yeah, to read our minds, but if you're feeling it, speech, give us a speech.
Speech, a speech. Come on, brother, give us a speech. A speech, a speech. Come on, brother, give us a speech. Hey, now.
A speech. A speech. Hey, give it to us. Give it to us, gotta give us a speech. Come on, Grace, give us a speech. Yeah.
A speech. Come on, brother, give us a speech. A speech, a speech. Oh, come on, brother, give us a speech.
Oh, a speech. Come on, brother, give us a speech. A speech. Come on, sister, give us a speech. Come on. Come on. Come on, 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 come
Well, I've always loved lots of different kinds of music, lots of singer-songwriter stuff like Passenger and Ed Sheeran and people like that. And I guess listening to them, it made me want to write my own songs, so I started writing. Some of my songs I get the ideas because they are personal, but then some of them I'll come up with a lyric or two and suddenly there's a song written around those lyrics.
Songwriting is very personal to her. Each song has these different insights into her life, and it feels like it's always progressing. It's always, each song is learning from the song before and going in new directions. She performs, accompanies herself a lot of the time on guitar and piano, which is also great on a performance aspect, to have a variation.
It's a release. When there's a lot of stress at school or in life or whatnot, there's always a way to get rid of everything. Just sit down, write a song, get it all out.
Shoes on my feet, life in my heart. Don't know where I'm gonna start, but I'm walking down this road to start living. Don't know what was holding me back, but I don't give a damn about that now. Gotta stop throwing this life away and start living, but the words all come out wrong. Don't know why I am trying to write it in a song. They never come out right. I could stay here all of the night, but I realize it's not gonna help, so I start living. A house of cards about to fall. That could be me if I lose it all. I'm stuck, I wanna get out of this chain and start living. Bag on my back, shoes on my feet. Don't know, don't care what I'm gonna meet. Got things to do, got places to be, so I can start living. But the words all come out wrong. Don't know why I am trying to write it in a song. They never come out right. I could stay here all of the night, but I realize it's not gonna help, so I start living. But the words all come out wrong. Don't know why I am trying to write it in a song. They never come out right. I could stay here all of the night, but I realize it's not gonna help, so I start living. Start living. Start living. Start living. But the words all come out wrong. Don't know why I am trying to write it in a song. They never come out right. I could stay here all of the night, but I realize it's not gonna help, so I start living.
Getting into the bus and going on the road to Memphis is an aspect of traveling, of being a musician in America. There's a lot of road travel, and it's only a relatively short trip. It's about 3 hours in the coach, and we're going from Music City, USA, you know, self-titled in Nashville, to Memphis, where, you know, there is so much musical history in Memphis, coming from the blues through to jazz, rock and roll, rockabilly, country, soul, pop, rock. It really does run the gamut, and it's an exciting place to go. Sun Studio in Memphis, the birthplace of rock and roll. Sam Phillips started Sun Studio, originally called Memphis Recording Service, in 1950. His aim was to try and record the blues and other music that he liked. For the next 4 years, Sam recorded the sounds of Beale Street blues like nobody before him. Sam opened Sun Studio to capture all that pure, raw energy on record. Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins. You still see the original ceiling tiles, the exact spot where Elvis stood behind that microphone.
Beale Street is one of the top 10 tourist tracks in the nation. It was originally, back in the 30s through the 50s, more of just a business track, and it was not white, it was black. There was a lot of pawn shops, and musicians would pawn their instruments here a lot. And W.C. Handy grew up on the street, which, you know, he was obviously influenced very heavily by that, and it just started off basically as a bunch of pawn shops, and musicians would hang around, and then it evolved to a few clubs, the Rooster, and bands, black bands playing there, and then just kept evolving and evolving. In 1985, a man named John Elkington bought the whole street and ripped it up, turned it into the tourist track it is now.
one more take, please? Sure. Thanks. Let's just go all the way through. Psychedelic.
Psychedelic.
Got that vibe in there.
Folky blues.
We've got folky blues in there.
Yeah.
So psycho folk blues.
Yeah, psycho folk. Me and Lockie have been playing separately for like 5 or 6 years before we started playing together. But over the last year, we've built a lot of chemistry. A year ago, we wouldn't have been nearly as good.
It's quite hard as well because it's just 2 guitars. We don't have a drummer to keep time, so we've got to keep time, play the rhythm, play the melodies.
Yeah.
So we're doing the parts of vocalists and drummers as well as doing parts of rhythm guitar.
We've got to fill the room with 2 guitars.
When I first heard these guys, they were just jamming in a room, playing some cool bluesy licks, and I loved it. And it really, really is great stuff. They're both great composers and musicians, and they have a good ear for different moods. And that really comes across in the music that they make together. From their influences that you can hear in their music range from blues, country, folk, rock, jazz, soul. It really does feel like any sort of music that they like will in some way infiltrate into their sounds.
It is nice being known for being different, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Makes you stand out more.
Makes you stand out, exactly. But then again, if you screw it up, it makes you stand out in a bad way. So you've got to do it well.
Yeah, but we never screw it up.
Yeah, we're always perfect.
Sunday Roast, Hudson Strait, Grace, and Hugh and Dan all performing live tonight at Jerry Lee Lewis's Cafe and Honky Tonk on Beale Street itself. This is going to be another milestone. I'm going to be able to say that every single day at the moment, that we're creating milestones, we're creating history here, and you know, the sky's the limit at the moment, so let's see what happens.
I thought it went really well. I thought it went really well. I think all the others were amazing as well. As always, Sunday Roasts were out of this world.
The live music just sort of brings everyone together, and it's a really authentic, gritty feel. And we went there for the first night we're in Memphis.
My name is James Spencer. I'm the general manager of Jerry Lee Lewis's Cafe and Honky Tonk here on world famous Beale Street. We're in Jerry Lee's room right now. It's his private room. The owners and Jerry, it's the only guys that get to come in here, and you guys, it's a special occasion. My favorite, and almost 5 nights a week, sometimes 6, we're lucky enough to have Ray Gann, Jerry Lee's bass player currently, sits in with both of our house bands. Jason James playing tonight, and he's more of he plays a lot of Johnny Cash, a lot of rockabilly, a lot of Jerry Lee. Really just high energy kind of rockabilly.
My first record was Jerry Lee Lewis. My first vinyl record at age 5. So to be here, I've been listening to Memphis music. I'm not from Memphis, but I've been listening to Memphis music my whole life.
I'm like in my 60s now, you know. I've been playing for like 45 years, you know, and now here I am. I'm with Jason James, man, and I'm really digging this. You know, he's a great player, a great entertainer, and that's where I am up to date right now.
The crowd responses are what drive us.
Yeah, the crowd we have here, man. The people. Certain nights, you know, I mean, the place is like standing room only. I mean, they're like crowded all the way out the door, you know.
You know, Jerry Lee lit his piano on fire before his
before his show with Chuck Berry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That was
still trying to
backstage.
figure out how to light my bass on fire, but I haven't got to that yet.
We were talking about that. We'll have to tell you about that later. We were talking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, we've got some ideas.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Memphis music is just has its own thing, you know, its own gender, you know, in the music field, you know, and it's just different bands I played with, you know. I mean, I could tell the difference in the feel of the music, you know. But I'm just blessed to be able to be where I'm at, you know, and be able to have a chance to do that.
Yeah, you just enjoy the moment. That's all you can do.
I've been writing songs for probably a year or two, maybe more. I started learning guitar, and then I'm more of a vocalist and I play with Jack Waters. Specific artists that inspire me, probably, I listen to loads of bands, but mainly, like, if it was female vocalists, probably Lauryn Hill, Joni Mitchell, like a mixture.
I think she's relatively new into songwriting. Her voice is really soulful, really bluesy, really very distinctive to her and her performance style. And the originals really have something to them. It sounds very honest, and it makes you think as a listener that it really does mean something to them.
Well, on this trip, it was so scary performing at the beginning, but I feel like we've all got better and better. But no, I actually hate it in the moment, but then I love it afterwards.
Hi, final song is another original. It's called Life in Retrograde.
What I like is never the best. My life seems to be in retrospect. It started at the end
We're at Stax Records today, the home of soul in Memphis.
We've just been having a look around at some of the amazing memorabilia received by the Stax Records over the years and all the Grammys and things they've collected. So I saw the original Grammy from 1968 awarded to Otis Redding for Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which is pretty amazing.
Stax Records began as a tiny record store called Satellite Records in the late 1950s in downtown Memphis, housed in an old movie theatre. It very quickly became one of the most important record labels and recording studios in the world, carving out sounds that have become genres including soul, funk, Memphis soul, and many others. Stax was more than just a record label, it was an institution.
It's actually quite an emotional experience to come to the sort of where it all began in this part of the world, in this part of the United States, and it's kind of like, feels a bit like a pilgrimage really, coming here and seeing all of these amazing artists and feeling the atmosphere and the energy and the sort of the community that brought all of this together.
Wanted to stay there for at least 5 hours.
Easily.
But we had to leave. Yeah, so we were planning a little heist to go in that evening and steal all the records, but then we realised other people wouldn't be able to steal how amazing it was.
Segregation was rife in the South, especially in Memphis during the 50s and 60s. However, Stax Records was completely integrated. Colour played no role in the studio. Throughout this time, Dr. Martin Luther King led the nation through a turbulent civil rights revolution, with the music of Memphis reflecting the cultural, social, and civil rights situation across the nation.
Of course, Stax and all that came out of Memphis. There's a lot of gospel, there's a lot of soul, and I think gospel and soul is pretty much the same thing. So I think soul music has a lot, it came from the church and these people who I think were outcasts, you know, people who wanted to do something other than gospel music, you know, and still translated that soul into what soul is today and how they made soul, you know, the pioneers of soul music, you know. I think they all came from church, and that's where I come from. You know, my soul and everything it's my passion that I have for spirituality and for encouragement and uplifting other people. That's the difference with soul music and anything else, is that you do what you feel. You feel that, you know what I'm saying? Even when I listen to a musician play, they don't have to say a word. I can feel that soul.
Go down to the bay, to the golden sands. Take me with you, dear, hand in your weathered hand. We could escape this cage, the sky and ocean blue. Low by the ocean waves, go where we wanted to. Low by the waves, I keep my thoughts at bay. I kiss tired hands decay, tired hands decay, so I wash it away.
We've been songwriting since we were about 14, 15. We were friends in maths class and found we shared similar musical interests, so yeah, we started actually formally kind of practicing with each other, writing songs.
Salty in your hair, sand over your feet, dissolving in the brine, we move to our own beat.
Island is about where I'm from in Wales, and also about my grandmother's passing away. So that's quite an emotion in that.
Dan's quite an accomplished guitarist, and Hugh's certainly got a really great distinctive voice, and they both perform extremely well.
I kiss tired hands decay, tired hands decay, so I wash it away. wash it away. Drop the weight from your shoulders.
Personally, I listen to a lot of music, you know, everything from kind of classic rock to jazz, kind of pop, hip-hop, so I kind of draw on lots of those, and I try to make my guitar playing kind of incorporate as many styles as I can, particularly kind of R&B playing, and kind of jazzy chords. Dan loves a bit of jazz.
Low by the waves, I keep my thoughts at bay. Cause tired has decay, so I wash it away. Wash it away. Wash it away. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Keep on the ground, man. You want to watch the feet? Okay, watching the feet. You ready?
That's some sweet feet.
James Brown.
We're in Memphis, Tennessee. We just had the best barbecue in the world.
And now
we're about ready to go over to Mud Island, tear it up for the 4th of July.
Yeah. America! Woo!
I've never felt this free in my entire life.
Oh my god, we're turning it up.
Yeah, we're just gonna get so crazy.
Turning it up.
Listen to the music. It's gonna get amazing. It's gonna get cool.
It is gonna get shaky. It's gonna get shaky.
It's pretty intense being here in America, in Memphis, in Independence Day. You know, I'm feeling the vibes, Piatti vibes.
I've been writing terrible things my entire life, but only actually like laying it down in the form of a full song with piano and whatnot about 2 years, I'd say. And what influences my actual style of music, I really don't know, because like I listen to Screamo, but that definitely doesn't carry across my music.
She is a really interesting songwriter. I admire her for the fact that lyrically Kaiden doesn't have any qualms with getting right to the point that she wants to make. Her songs are very honest, and she wears her heart on her sleeve, I think, on using her songs, and that's an admirable quality for a songwriter, for an artist.
I feel like I've let myself down if I'm not communicating with the audience. So that's something I really try to do. That's why I like standing up at the piano looking at the audience, so I can actually look into their eyes and sing the lines at them and actually pull faces, especially with sociopathic tendencies.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one. This is Sociopathic Tendencies. Good luck. Well, I'm not having a nervous breakdown, but I'm losing my mind. People in white lab coats trying to strap me down. It happens all the time, restraints I can deal with, but it's the screaming from next door. The last one got hold of a syringe. They found him dead on the floor. This new girl, I hate to say, but I think she's scared of people. When they last went in, ooh, she threatened them with a needle. Well, I'm not having a nervous breakdown. time. Isn't it true that all these strangers are my enemies? But that's just a day in the life of someone with sociopathic tendencies. My escape plan's a near hit and misses. Want to set the curtains on fire, 'cause getting out of this cell all we call home is my greatest desire. I want the whole world to go up in flames so I can stagger around screaming. You better all remember my name, the psycho with no feelings. Well, I'm not having a nervous breakdown, but I'm losing my mind. People in white lab coats trying to strap me down. It happens all the time. Isn't it true that all these strangers are my enemies? But that's just a day in the life of someone with sociopathic tendencies. Well, I'm not having a nervous breakdown, but I'm losing my mind. People in white lab coats trying to strap me down. It happens all the time. Thank you very much.
I think songwriting at Wellington is so much better than I expected, and that is basically all thanks to Mr. Stanton, or Ben. And he's helped me so much, and I know he's helped others so much, and we have a lot to thank to him.
It's Ben, Goran Eriksson, Greenslade-Stanton. Benji. Ben O is not only the most handsome guy I've ever seen, but also the most charismatic, loving, talented, kind. But in short, I'd say it was thanks to Wellington and the teachers there.
I think the entire Wellington has been very helpful, especially Ben with honing songwriting techniques. The group as well, everyone's good at giving constructive criticism in workshops and like playing for people.
There's so many opportunities for like singer-songwriters to perform.
He's been really supportive about the whole thing. He's been great. Like this whole trip I couldn't imagine what it would be like if he hadn't done what he's done. He's just an incredible man. Really, really cool.
Just growing up too fast. Losing our heads and losing our past. And trying not to step on the roses. And trying not to trample my lily. And so for now, and so for now, and let the rain fall, let them grow tall. And so for now, and so for now, let us all stand together.
We started making music when we were given an assignment in our first year at school. Everyone was given it. And Aaron actually wrote one for a different class, and I wrote one for a different class. And then
Milo decided that he needed me in his one, and I decided to do mine alone.
Yeah, that is true. And then aside from that.
Aaron and Milo, a duo of friends. They've known each other since they were 4. They've been making music together since they were about 11, I believe, and their songwriting has really progressed a lot over the last couple of years, and they're an exciting act.
Together.
I'd say the biggest reason for writing songs is, and it sounds cheesy, but it's quite therapeutic. Like there are kind of moods that you get in where you're like, I don't really know what to do, and like the only thing that I can think of that can ever kind of resolve that mood or can be used as an outlet for me is writing music or playing music.
To see people's reactions to a song you've written, this is nothing better than that. I don't think
all stand together, and let us all stand together. Woo! Sweet. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road.
The future is a very dark track, venturing off into the distance.
Well, we're taking a gap year. We're planning on touring around at least the UK and maybe going to like France, Italy if we have the time and money, and get the kind of contacts that we need to do that.
I think the next step is just kind of touring, and then while we're out there kind of just spreading our kind of media errands.
This is the dream.
This is the dream. It's the dream. American dream.
To the place I belong, West Virginia.
So yeah, I'll continue to write, hopefully continue to perform. Need to do more of that outside of Wellington, so yeah, just keep going as I'm going, ready to see what happens.
There's so many good young students, you know, Coco and Will, they're amazing, you know, for their age. So yeah, so really exciting, and I can't wait to follow them when I'm back at uni, when I'm at uni, and you know, just keep on seeing what's going.
Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. A country road, take me home to the place where Take me home, the country road.
We're at the Grand Ole Opry, about to perform a gig in the plaza right there. Just setting up all our gear, doing line checks, and we've got, I think we're doing 4 songs, including our Tennessee Sky original that we wrote for Mr. McGregor's daughter.
I'm real sad about that lack of awareness right there.
This is a song while we were kind of planning our tour and trying to raise some money for it, and we wrote it about Tennessee.
Driving down through Memphis in our big black Cadillac. We got black tints on our windows and a sticker on the back, and it reads home. We're bound, 'cause that's just where I'll find my peace of mind. My peace of mind. 'Cause we're going down to Tennessee, my dear. Gonna drink up all our whiskey and our wine. We're gonna take you on a jet plane in the sky, my dear. The sweet blue sky, Tennessee sky. Got the CD player playing, feeling like James Dean. We know exactly where we're heading, but forgetting where we've been. But now it's time to turn these wheels around. 'Cause we're going down to Tennessee, my dear. We're gonna drink up all our whiskey and our wine. We're gonna take you on a jet plane in the sky, my dear. The sweet blue sky, the Tennessee sky.
Just one thing I would like to say to every musician, every person out there who has a dream, every person out there who has a passion for something, whether it be if you make cabinets, whether it be if you deliver pizzas like I do, whether it be you be a musician like I am, or whether it be that you take pictures, whatever it is, do it to the best of your ability and always give 100%. Success is a big thing, and it's all about how you measure success, you know?
There's just people playing everywhere. I've never heard so much music being played in so many different places in one specific area.
I just love what happens here, and I love the passion, and so I'm just loving it. I really don't want to leave. I just don't want to leave at all.
Yeah, being here with you guys right now is the most inspiring thing for me right now. The moments that you cherish, those things that you cannot pay for, those things that are priceless. These moments right here you don't get ever again. If you miss them, you miss them. They're gone.
Tennessee sky. Hurry back, hurry back, hurry back, hurry back home. And hurry back, hurry back, hurry back, hurry back home. And hurry back, hurry back, hurry back, hurry back home. And hurry back, hurry back, hurry back, hurry back home. And hurry back, hurry back, hurry back, hurry back home. And hurry back, hurry back, hurry back, hurry back home. It's been a long time coming with this weight on my back. I spent my whole life running, and now it's time to turn these wheels around. 'Cause we're going down to Tennessee, my dear. Gonna drink up all our whiskey and our wine. I'm gonna take you on a jet plane in the sky, my dear. The sweet blue sky, the Tennessee sky. 'Cause we're going down to Tennessee, my dear. Gonna drink up all our whiskey and our wine. Gonna take you on a jet plane in the sky, my dear. The sweet blue sky, the Tennessee sky, Tennessee sky.
The only person that can be you better than you is you, you know? And nobody can be like you, you know what I'm saying? So find out who that is, man, and like when you play and when you do what it is that you do, we'll know it's you and you won't have to say a word.